Man, I saw some pics recently. It was pictures of spring break, but from like the late 90s, early 2000s. And you know how MTV would do this, where like all the artists would just go down there, and there was a bunch of pictures. Like you had Ja Rule with a full head of hair, which was weird. Tyrese.
Wait, Ja Rule with a full head of hair.
He had like braids. Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that era.
This is old.
I mean, we're going back for that one. Tyrese, his outfit was like a long baseball jersey, open, no, just bare chest, long swim trunks, or I'm sorry, long shorts, and then Tim's.
Nice.
But like next to a pool. And it's just like, this is so wrong, but like that was the look back then. Like, that was super normal, which is wild.
Mm-hmm. Tim's with shorts is nasty work.
It's a choice, man.
So, look, 1996. This is my first time going back to Puerto Rico. Like, because I moved in 91, Puerto Rico to the United States. So I jumped para allá afuera. And then, hey, we're going to go back. My mom is like, we're going to go back for a month. This is when summer school was out and you used to be in PR for a month. That was the best. This is back in the days in the 90s. So we went back in 96. My outfit was, I want to be as American as possible when I go to, I don't know why that was like my thing. I was young and I was like, yeah, I'm from here now. So let me go back. I don't know why, again. So I have a cargo shorts, La Boina, Kangol.
Yeah.
Plaid shirts, Timberlands. Again, I get there and I am sweating.
Wow.
Like I am there, but I'm like, I got to keep this whole facade going.
No, you got to commit to the bit, baby.
Yeah, it's like it's here. So I get there and my cousins are breaking up. They're just laughing because they're like with sandals. They all, at that time, it was basically board shorts which are literally going out shorts. So the Quicksilvers was pretty much, you used to wear them, not just to the beach, you would just wear them every day. So beach wear was the thing over there. So here I am with baggy clothes, Timberlands, and you know, all the thing, and they just looking at me funny. It just, and I can only keep that up for one day. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna.
Yeah, man, that's tough. Like,
yeah, so the next day I'm like in tank top, shorts, and sandals every day.
Like, yeah, that he be heating.
Yeah. But I can understand that look. It was a big look, and when you're young, you want to follow through. So it was like I gotta follow through with this, and it was insane.
You gotta hold the facade for at least until the end of the day, and then you could recover.
You can break character. You can break character.
Yeah, it's like, all right, guys, you win.
Break character is so spot on. Yeah,
it's just so hot in Puerto Rico, so I know that you were just suffering.
Man. It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, brutal. Yeah, brutal. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the XLounge. It is Friday night. The lights are dim. The music is playing. Shan is looking dapper AF as usual, guys.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Feeling nice, Shan? Feeling great?
I mean, I'm happy to be here.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I am also happy to be here.
Thumbs up.
We also got X to the G over here with the Love and Basketball hat. Love that thing, man.
Appreciate
That's such a nice, like, if you know, you know.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Rick.
From the movie?
I guess you don't know.
Of course I know, but I didn't look at it
know
till now
enough
to make sure.
And last but certainly not, and last but certainly not least, we got my man AIRFIG here. Welcome.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Is it Jose?
Yeah, it's Jose. Yep.
Figueroa?
Yep.
You got to hit it with the Spanish, bro.
Yep.
He's Josue.
It's true.
Josue,
I am
really?
Josue, but it gets butchered all the time. Move that mic a little bit closer. Yeah, Josue. Nobody gets it right, although I'm always shocked when people get it right. Because it's such a rare thing, and I'm so used to people getting it wrong that like when an American person says it right, I'm always impressed. And I always feel the need to compliment them.
It is, yes.
Thank you.
The one thing, speaking of which,
Yeah.
I work in a school system. So being bilingual, it's huge. So when a Caucasian teacher really decides I'm going to try to speak Spanish, I don't care how bad it sounds, I have a lot of respect for those people.
Yeah.
So no matter how stupid it sounds, the fact that you're trying and you're like, hey, mom, I'm going to talk to you as my bad Spanish. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to help you. You go ahead and do it. And they did it. I was like, that to me is respect. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
Just try and learn how to speak Spanish. It really is helpful.
Yeah, and then cue the more you know star just flying across the screen right there.
Hey, man,
real nice, real nice.
But also, if you don't know English, Learn English.
Well, yeah, that too.
Shots fired
Hey,
at the Latino community.
you gotta go both ways,
Dragging
man.
ass.
Let's start with one first.
You
and
gotta
then
go
the
both
other.
ways, man.
That's true.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Anyway, so according to my notes, you go by Fig. Is that appropriate? Yeah.
Fig,
So
yep.
I like that. Where did that? What was the origin story behind that?
It's just the last name thing, Figueroa. And then my mom called me Fig for a little bit and then just trickled down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, nicknames be sticking, man. Because like I go by Rick, but my name is Josue. Nobody calls me Josue. And I was sharing this off camera. Went to Spanish Bakery today and ordered a jamon queso y huevo for breakfast, which was delicious. Oh my God, it was delicious. Shout out to Puerto Rico Bakery in Springfield, Main Street.
Nice plug.
Hey, I was there today, so
Support
might as well.
local.
Support local,
That's
man.
what I'm talking
Absolutely,
about.
yes.
Hey, do it.
And she took my order, and I always feel whenever I walk into a Hispanic establishment, I feel out of respect to my culture, I have to talk Spanish, right? And so I'll just start from there because people might assume that that I'm a white guy sometimes. I don't know why. Anyway, so I ordered my order, and she goes, "What's your name?" I go, "Oh, Rick." Right? I wasn't gonna hit her with Josue. Not gonna do that. That's awkward. Anyway, so long story short, I get my sandwich, and the lady who gave me my sandwich was not the lady who took my order. It was a little viejita, right? Like a grandma type. She goes, "Ricky," and I knew. I'm like, damn, like that's crazy that she just instinctively added the Y because that's 100% accurate. Like if I'm at home, the Y is there. Like I'm not getting Rick at my mom's house. Ricky. Yeah, it just doesn't sound the same, does it?
Rick is a nickname though.
It might as well be my name at this point, right? I mean, I pretty much go by that.
Well, your middle name is Enrique.
Enrique, yeah. Thank you, Shannon, for that. Yeah.
I said it Americanized way. Enrique.
Enrique.
Yeah, I'm really, what's weird is I blame our PR trip. I really do.
For what?
Since I came back from that trip, it's like, no, say it correctly or shut up.
Oh, so you having people roll their R's?
I am.
Enrique.
If it's a Spanish thing, I'm going to say it in Spanish.
Gotcha. Okay.
Take it or
like
leave
what
it.
Xander does.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
No, I've come around, guys. I apologize if it offends you.
No. I'm kidding. But I'm with that. Especially, so now I'm also working with Colombians, Mexicans, Argentinians, and Spaniards.
Dialects.
And the one thing that they always catch me with is the L and the R when puerta or I'm saying puerta,
Yeah.
abrir, abril. So it's like that L and R is something that I catch myself, and I know it's R, but when you just flowing with Spanish, that L just comes out, and sometimes like, hey, verde, viejita. I was like, caught me. It's like, so
is that a PR thing?
Yes.
Specifically?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
But before I keep going, because I know people from PR are looking at me like, you better correct this. It's a street PR thing.
Okay, yeah. Slang.
That's a great clarification.
Let me
there.
clarify because they're gonna be like, no. So yeah, it's a street PR
Okay.
thing. So that's what it is. Yeah,
So like PR ebonics. Is that a
Yes.
stretch, guys?
sure.
You put a word to it.
I sure did, didn't I?
You put a button on it. That's good.
So Fig, you're from PR, right?
I am, yes.
According to my notes here, it says you're from Coamo. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep.
Never been.
Me neither. I looked it up on the map and I'm like, I'm not familiar with that part of the island. And according to my notes, it says Coamo, Puerto Rico is known for its natural hot springs. You been there? You know about that?
Oh, I heard about that.
So I was born there and then I ended up moving to the States and when I was 4 years old. And then I went back maybe once or twice maybe. So familiar with it, I wouldn't say, but I am from Puerto Rico, yeah.
Hold on. So you've only been back like once or twice?
I'm getting excited here. When was the last time you went back to Puerto Rico?
Yes.
When? Oh man.
Oh, it's been that long.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
My excitement is rising right now, bro.
Yeah, it's been
Listen.
So, yeah. He's gonna take over.
Listen.
I'm out.
The stuff you do with the drone is amazing. You go to Puerto Rico, you are going to die in heaven. Just because the beaches are nice. The rainforest area, oh my God. I have so much footage that I haven't done anything with. But it's just fun, like flying drone in Puerto Rico.
And you guys recently took a trip. Is that
Yeah.
what I
Back in
heard?
June last year, yeah.
Yep.
Man, I would have loved love.
Yes, and now just to piggyback off Shannon is, I'm all about going with family as vacation. I'm not married, I don't have kids, but if you do, you know, I understand, hey, I'm going on vacation, I have to take my family. If you can, I will take 2 friends you're close with and go with them. If you can.
Like a guy's trip.
Yeah, nothing personal against family, wives and family. It's just, I believe people need something to take a guy to a girl's trip. Sometimes people think, oh, they're going to have orgies and sex. I was like, nah, yo, if that's what you think your wife or husband is going to be doing, you need to go to therapy.
It's aggressive there.
No, but that when girls say I'm going on a girl trips, in American culture, guys get really like, whoa, what's going to happen in this girl trip? That tends to be something that gets talked about and tends to be like, I don't think so, especially who you're going with. It's like this thing. It's like, if I had a girl, she'd be like, hey, I'm going to go on a girl trip. You do you, because whatever you're going to do here, you're going to do it regardless. So if you're going to do it, whatever it is you're saying you're going to do it, I don't have time to be like, is she going to do it over there? Or no, go have fun. Because when I'm going to go on my guy trips, you're not going to say a damn thing. And I'm going to go on my guy trip because I'm going to have fun too. And I'm not going to do anything that's going to make you feel like, who are you going with? No.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Desahogo.
Yeah.
Desahogo. Let it out.
Actually, you feeling some type of way, bro?
No, I just have to let that out.
Okay. No, it's fine. It's not a problem. Hey, no judgment here.
At all.
Safe space.
At all.
We're in the XLounge. Anything goes. But yeah, no, I've when I was pause. No Diddy. Yeah, I think it's fascinating, right? Like the fact that I don't know, man. I mean, just to kind of connect it all, right? We think about PR, we think about, you know, the ability to be creative, somewhere interesting. I mean, you, as far as I could tell, you travel quite a bit. And you kind of I'm very intrigued by your ability to tell stories via landscape. That's like really, is that where you spend some time? Like,
so
feel free to unpack that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like the whole photography when it comes to like drones, the only reason why I bring drones to all these places is just to give it that personal point of view where people's not really used to.
Yeah.
And I think that definitely like helped me out in the city of Springfield because a lot of it wasn't really done that way when it comes to drone photography and just opening up that door when it comes to like that different perspective in a sense. Mm-hmm. So it's the only reason why I go and just fly. And the guys help me tremendously. There's 2 dudes that I travel with, Wong and Larry, and they've been doing it for a long time, and they just pretty much like took me under their wings and helped me out.
Love that.
When it comes to that
That's
type
dope.
of stuff.
Nah, you do a great job, man. Your pictures of Springfield, your videos of Springfield, I mean, I think they're beautiful, honestly. Like you really do show Springfield it's just different, man. And I know that sounds super cliche, but like, honestly, like as a guy who grew up in and around Springfield, like
Props.
to have a fresh perspective, you know, on, and otherwise, like, you know, I don't want to say Springfield's easy to ignore, but like when you live in the shadow of like a Worcester or Boston, right? It's like, okay, Springfield,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but also, hey, home of, you know, Basketball Hall of Fame. It's, you know, nothing to shake a stick at, you know, no big deal.
The city of homes.
That's right.
Yeah.
City of homes. I like that.
That's true.
Yeah. So you're, I'm going to say it wrong. FAA Part 107 certified. Is that?
Yeah, FAA. Yep.
So what is unpack that for our listeners and for me, because I don't know anything.
So in order to do it correctly, you have to have a FAA license when you're flying and earning revenue. So you definitely have a license. You definitely need a license in order to do that.
So for like commercial use. So,
Yeah.
okay. So that's
anything. So you could even say you fly your drone and you're doing for YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
That will fall under that category. You need a FAA license to do that.
Oh, wow. Damn.
They're
Okay.
serious
I
about
didn't
it,
realize
too.
that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, FAA, I would imagine they probably police that quite a bit.
It's been getting worse over the years just because a lot of incidents that's people been flying their drones.
Idiot people.
Yeah. So I remember one time early on when I used to just only call the tower over in Chicopee.
Okay.
So just to give them a heads up, hey, listen, I'm flying here. No big deal. Now, due to events happening throughout the United States, it's more strict where I have no choice but to go online and fill out this form and then call them before I'm flying, call them when I'm done flying, and it's just
Wow.
it's getting way worse.
A lot of
Way
accountability
worse.
for even just the basic stuff.
Yeah, way worse.
I see.
So humor me then. Let's talk about the nightmare probably that is the 4th of July downtown Springfield. Do you do that?
I do,
Yeah.
but so there's like a radius where you can't go into.
Okay.
Where, I mean, a lot of drones does it, but yeah, you have to stay like a certain amount of feet away from the 4th of July. But I
Like,
mean,
is there like a lot of here in Springfield? Is it? We've only allowed 4 drones max, and then you're sorry, you're number 5. You're not do they do some of that? I'm just curious. Like,
not that I know of. I don't think there's like a limit per se, unless you're like taking off in a specific location, maybe like the riverfront, because I know that's like a private party or whatever. But not that I know of.
okay,
I've always been scared of flying it there just because I feel like there's going to be other drones flying.
yeah,
And I'm scared of like a airborne collision. I'm like, you know what? I'd rather not.
yeah. I mean, because it's not like you're like dealing with radars for all the other, right? You know, like, I mean, that'd be crazy.
And it's dark, so you only see like some lights.
yeah.
So if you're moving, you're looking at your shot, there's a lot going on. Next thing you know, it's terrifying.
You know what's wild to think about is it's April and July 4th, not that far away. Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, but speaking of the 4th of July, though, like I think I know, I'm sorry. I apologize, everyone. Jumped us into the future for a second.
Squirrel.
Yeah. But back to the 4th and flying drones. The footage, I think once humankind saw footage of fireworks from a drone's perspective, everything else is kind of trash by comparison. It really like changed, like, oh, this is a whole different view of this stuff.
I remember the first time I saw it, I don't know where it was, but the drone was flying through the fireworks.
Wow.
I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like literally just the fireworks are going up and the drone's just going through. I'm like, ooh, this is dope. Terrifying.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of, you know what? Big fan of creativity. I mean, that's why we're here doing this. You know, that's why you're here. So speaking of creativity, creative minds.
Yeah, creative minds.
Unpack that. Tell us about it. What is that?
So the whole purpose of it is just to network and connect other creators to just to hang out and have a good time. We usually pick certain points throughout our walk, and then at the end we just go out and grab some beer, food, and just all hang out and network a little bit.
It's genius, man. Was it just like, what was it born out of? Like, was it?
So it was me, Colin, Daniel, and John. We went out and we just walked around in Springfield, and we just fell in love with the whole fact that we're like helping each other and just like, hey, do this. No, let's do this. And that turned into like asking other people to join us. Because when we posted on stories, there's a lot of people that reached out and were like, hey, next time, let me know so we could join you. And we were like, oh yeah, let's do it, man. This will be a good, fun networking event for all of us. So that's pretty much where it came from.
I think that's huge, honestly. And I mean, I'll speak for myself on this. Like, I spent a lot of time in church community, and I think, finding communities, caveat, finding healthy communities, I think is really important, right? Because you could associate with groups of different people that maybe are not going to be beneficial to your lifestyle or where you're trying to go, right? I think connecting with people who are also trying to level up is so important to like your own life. Like, because if you're just like, you need people to push you a little bit. You need people to stretch you a little bit, right? Because if you're just comfortable, something's wrong. Like, you have to feel a little bit uncomfortable to feel some sort of progress.
Yeah,
but no, man, I think that's great that you're doing that. I really admire that. I'm definitely planning on attending the next one. It's coming up, right? What date?
The April 18th. April 18th, we're going to meet at the MGM Plaza.
Damn, so that's
Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Yeah.
This may or may not be out before then, but it was a great time. Or hope whatever, whichever version of that happens to affect you. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Pop up in there with all the other folks. Shout out to John Dilla. I know be out there.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. So if you don't mind, we're gonna just switch gears.
Yeah, sure.
You had posted a photo of. It was like MGM did a little piece on you, kind of like a little bit of your journey.
Okay, yeah.
I forget where you shared it.
So that my MGM, I think.
Yeah. I think it was
think
right.
so,
They kind of
yeah.
told your story. So
Yeah.
you work for MGM.
I do. I'm
Yeah.
full time there for slot operations.
Okay. So all right, perfect. So let's talk about slot machines.
Sure.
What can you tell us about slot machines? How can we game the system, man?
Not much. They don't. A lot of people get that like illusion where they think I know like the percentages or whatever. The slot machines. It doesn't work that way. I wish. But no. I just work there, and I'm grateful of MGM because they also put me down as one of their vendors. AIRFIG Productions LLC is officially one of their vendors. So
Hell yeah.
whenever they do commercial stuff, they reach out. So
Hell yeah.
that's dope.
Awesome.
yeah, it's
That's
awesome.
fire, dude.
They've been super helpful, and yeah.
Hell yeah. So we got big swollen ball energy right here. Hey, listen, man, don't sleep on this guy. Yeah, so the reason I asked, this is embarrassing, but I'm gonna admit it. I think it was New Year's, maybe not New Year's, whatever. I was at the casino with my wife, and we just don't, I'm not like a regular gambling person. I don't know shit when it comes to that. So we're I think we went to a concert, and then we're like, oh, let's go, play some slots or whatever. And then I don't even have cash. So I'm like, all right, let me get cash. I go to the ATM. And unbeknownst to me, that thing hands out hundreds. And I was not expecting a machine to hand out hundreds. I'm like, I want $100. And it's like literally $100 bill. I'm like, this is not what I wanted. Anyway, long story short, I'm sitting in front of the slots, trying to play slots. And I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And people sit in front of this thing for hours just hitting these buttons. And I'm just like, I know how to play video games. Why can't I figure this out? How stupid am I? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I literally felt that way sitting in front of this thing.
Yeah, it's a gamble for sure.
How do people do that?
Yeah, I will say that the house wins.
Yes.
So just be careful when you do go to a casino. So.
House always wins.
Always.
You gotta find the progressive one though. You see people like waiting in the cut
Yep.
for people to get off machines.
They know.
Because they know like it's gonna hit, at some point if they stay there for enough.
It's like the big bucket at an amusement park that fills with water.
Yep.
And then okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. See, I do analogies, bro. Talk to me. Hey,
That's exactly what it is. So people like will sit around waiting for people to get up, and they'll go sit down and do their thing.
yo, I love the Oceans movies. You guys watch
those are great. Some of my favorite
I've
movies.
seen those.
Ocean's 11,
All of them. 11, 12, 13. I would go 11, 13, 12 in that order.
and then I would say, but then the last one, Ocean's 8 with the women.
I didn't watch that one.
I enjoyed it.
Was it okay? I'm sexist, I guess.
I like heist movies a lot.
Fair. I do enjoy a good heist movie.
So,
yeah.
it got
All right.
me.
All right. I'll check it out.
They're all good. Yeah.
Julia Roberts in that one?
I think so.
Yeah.
Nice movies.
Yeah. Oh man, they do give me an ensemble cast anytime. Like Oppenheimer's a great example. Amazing. Right. Or of course, Ocean's 11, 12 or 13.
They had a good ensemble there. Bernie Mac was in there.
Yeah, man.
Matt
So
Damon.
much talent.
They had a lot of good.
They really did. And they were like in their, I would say their prime. Like they were all like just starting to peak. You know what I mean? Like you have Matt Damon, who's literally Jason Bourne, but playing like the goofiest character, and believably so. Like, I mean, he definitely
George Clooney,
smooth guy.
and it's, a lot of times those ensemble movies they don't do well. Like if they go too hard, but that one worked.
I feel like it was tastefully done. Yeah, no, I like all the stupid bits in those movies. Yeah, the Ocean's 12, like I didn't love the premise. It was kind of a weak premise. Like there's a part of the movie where Julia Roberts plays herself, the actress Julia Roberts, which is like super meta. I'm like, this is whatever.
Reach.
They're like, she kind of looks like, she definitely. And then Bruce Willis. Anyway, whatever. Great movie. I've watched him recently. That's why it's all kind of
Bruce
top
Willis
of
was in that movie too.
Yeah, it makes a cameo. Yeah.
I don't think I watched any of them. If I do go back and watch, which one would you recommend?
I would definitely start with 11. Ocean's 11 still holds
That's
up.
the first one, right?
Yes. It still holds up. Absolutely. Yeah. On its own, on an island by itself, it's a great movie.
I think that's the only one I watched, and I love that one.
11.
Don Cheadle's in that.
Yes.
Don Cheadle's in there.
So many actors.
A lot of good actors.
Really, really good.
Speaking of that, though, I know you probably have a thing. Speaking of like heists, did you hear what happened on Easter Sunday.
Oh my gosh, only a little bit.
A real heist.
Yes, please.
30
if you
million.
got detail, yeah.
I don't know many details, but did you hear about it?
I don't think so.
So in LA, on Easter Sunday, someone broke into, I think it's Garda, one of the armored trucks that, the carriers. Someone broke into their facility in LA and stole $30 million in cash on Easter Sunday when everything was shut down.
Wow.
What an absolutely savage thing to do, man. Absolutely savage.
So I saw some reports and people were saying, do you think it's an inside job?
Absolutely.
I'm like, come on, man.
Come
It's
on.
gotta be. Not only is that place, I'm sure the security is top notch there.
yeah.
But $30 million in cash has got to be heavy.
Yes.
You're just not carrying that out of there.
This is from the LA Times. In one of LA's largest cash heists ever, burglars steal as much as 30 million from vaults. This was published on April 3rd, 2024 by Richard Winton. In one of the, okay, we read that. Thieves made off with as much as $30 million on Easter Sunday burglary in San Fernandino Valley money storage facility in LA. Police officials said the burglary occurred on Sunday night in a facility where cash was, okay. The thieves were able to breach the building as well as the safe where the money was stored, Morales said. Law enforcement sources said the burglary was among the largest in the city history when it comes to cash, and the total also surpassed any armored car heist in the city. Mystery surrounds the break-in. Wild.
These guys got away and no one even has an idea of who it could be. I'm sure they're probably getting close to it, or maybe not.
Sources familiar with the investigation told the Times that a burglary crew broke through the roof of the Garda World building on Roxford Street to gain access to the vault, but it's unclear how they avoided the alarm system.
Ocean's 11, baby. Wow. That's real Ocean's 11.
Crazy, man. That is absolutely insane, dude.
Whenever I hear stories like that, I start thinking how long the plot was, how long they've been.
How long they've been planning it?
Yeah, planning that whole thing.
Listen, the amount of anxiety that you probably must feel if you're part of that, it's got to be crazy.
Yeah.
I would probably fold under pressure.
Dude,
I'd
man.
fold.
What, 30 mil? Just black bags walking out.
I'm sure they have to take a truck or something.
Yo, The Town is another great heist movie, bro. Boston.
I don't remember seeing that
Bro,
one.
Boston, Ben Affleck, Jeremy Renner.
I didn't watch that one.
I think I did.
It's so, bro, if you like heist movies, you got to watch that one.
Another heist movie that I liked was Inside Man.
The best.
One of the best.
Seen that one?
Absolutely.
that was good,
The
man.
best.
Shout out to Spike Lee.
Denzel's in that one.
That one is great.
Inside
good
Man.
Oh, it's so good. No spoilers.
The plot is great.
Oh, yeah.
That is one of the best heist movies. Yeah, bar none.
And
bar
another
none.
one. I don't want to go into
Nah,
it all
please.
of them. Italian Job.
Yeah,
I like that
it's
one.
a classic. It's
I
a
like
classic.
that one. That one's
I
good.
think I watched. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Ed Norton.
Charlize Theron. I had a crush
Yes,
on her.
she's
That movie came
still
out.
super hot.
She is.
She is
She is.
undeniably hot from South Africa, which is wild.
I did not know that.
Switching gears, Master Chief helmet. What's up with Master Chief? I saw him in one of the pictures in the background.
So, I don't think a lot of people know this, but I'm one of the they consider the Xbox ambassadors, where we help keep the community safe and keep it from bad whatever it is if you come across a negative username or whatever. So I'm a huge Halo fan.
Okay.
And my wife ended up getting me the helmet for her Christmas.
Love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's where it came from, and I wear it from time to time just to be silly.
So let's talk through briefly your journey with Halo. Were you like Halo 1, 2, 3? Did you get in around Halo 2?
Halo 1, 2, 3. Yep,
Okay,
yep.
so you're a fan. You are a fan. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Halo 3. Would you consider Halo 3 the best one?
Either that or Halo, the very first one, just because it pulled me into that storyline.
Combat Evolved.
Yeah,
I think the first one for me was the reason why I even went to Xbox. Because I was
Yeah.
a PlayStation person before.
Yes. And that handgun. Wow. That to me, that gun was insane. The range you can have. I love that gun. I mean, wow. But yeah, that Halo 1 was absolutely
I
amazing.
never got into. I was not. So
I remember those days. You were like, nah, I'm good.
I was military guy.
Yeah.
I played so much SOCOM, and so like it was hard to make that change, you know. So for so many years, like all the shooters I played were military based shooters.
Yes.
And then I found Destiny, or Destiny found me, and I'm 10 years later still playing that
Sounds
game. Bro.
mad deep.
You played
Destiny found me.
Hey,
Wow.
No, you played Destiny?
I do.
Oh, dude, I love Destiny.
Hardcore. No, this guy was hardcore.
I mean,
Destiny.
hey, I'm a big fan. All right, I like lore. I like good mechanics.
Yeah.
You know, give me a good story
I get
in
it.
your game.
I love Destiny.
I mean, I think that's why Halo works so well, because the story was so compelling.
Story
you
was
know?
great.
Yeah. See, I felt that way about Metal Gear Solid as well.
Oh, I forgot about
'Cause,
that.
I mean, I was all up in that game. I mean, I've played a lot of Metal Gear.
what was the first like game like that you played that you enjoyed? Like for me was Siphon Filter.
That was a great game.
That was a good game too.
Yeah.
Original PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
I remember I would go to GameStop because my mom wouldn't buy me the book,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
guide. Like, just take me so I can read like where I need to,
Yeah,
like
man.
what part I need. I'll go in and read them. Like, okay.
Bro, now there's a guide for everything on YouTube.
Yeah.
You'll never get stuck.
Man, those times going to GameStop and getting a guide, oh, dang, archaic.
I wasn't that guy, but I do remember how people used to have a book with all the moves and all the where to go, and that stuff really had everything. That was like a Bible. Yeah, those were the good days. You're right.
Now it's just on YouTube.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
I'll tell you.
Because as soon as these games come out, like within day 1 or day 2, I'm sure these streamers got it done.
Yeah.
Like people, like they'll figure it out. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
I finished the game in 3 hours or whatever.
Nah, but those guys are smart, because you just know life it for like the first couple of days, and like you're just all right. Well, now the work that I did is going to pay for itself, essentially, right?
No, absolutely. Like, imagine a NBA 2K book. Imagine there was no YouTube saying the jump shot, how to make this jump shot. Dude, somebody will make millions making an NBA 2K book, which is making, hey, this jump shot for this player, or how to make this build for that. But everything, again, like you said, everything's on YouTube for free. But in reality, people are always looking for this stuff. And you can imagine a book in those days, it'll be crazy. So I completely understand what you mean by, just everything's on
Guides,
YouTube.
man. Those
Yeah.
guides were.
Dude, I'll tell you what.
So it was a fun time in game.
Yeah, they were like Bibles. It was crazy.
You guys know about game facts, game FAQs? Anybody?
That sounds really familiar.
They got bought by GameStop at some point, or GameSpot, excuse me.
That sounds familiar.
Anyway, long story short, I definitely used to write text guides.
Wow.
And they're still up. I'm not going to link it at all, but they're very much still up on the internet. I wrote guides for Street Fighter. I wrote guides for SOCOM.
Oh wow.
100% text, zero multimedia, bro. 100% text. That's how it was.
You were there typing.
Yo, yes. And back in the day, bro, when like, I'm trying to learn stuff. Yo, let me print these 100 pages and then just, all right,
Yeah.
bro, that was so real, man. Like pre-internet,
Printing
bro.
out pages
Oh my
was
God,
so
bro.
real. Going on a road trip, like, oh, hold on, let me hit up MapQuest
Yes.
and print out these directions.
See
Yes.
that's the thing. Like, wow. Yeah, he went there. Back then, like you're saying, back then the games, it wasn't just playing the games. It was just like how to strategize and what to get to play that game.
Yeah.
So it was. I remember that. Also, the game that I also liked that did that was the Zelda game. I wasn't very good at it.
Yeah.
My friend Arturo and Javier loved that game. When we used to go over their house, I used to kind of see them play, and they used to have kind of the guys. And I was like, but I never got into it. But I liked the fact that it was like, okay, we got to do this, we got to do that, and here's the guy. And it was like a strategy thing to get with each other. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. But yeah, everything now is just free on YouTube, and it kind of sucks.
And whatever, man. It's like, I think we all take advantage, I guess. So do you still play Halo? What are you playing these days?
So man, I've been playing a lot of the PlayStation stuff now because I just recently got
Nice.
PlayStation, so I've been trying to catch up with their catalog. But I just recently beat the Spider-Man 2. It might be easily top 3 games for me. Yeah,
Really?
Like, Spider-Man 2 is so good. But yeah, I played that, and I've been playing Helldivers. I don't know if you guys heard of the game.
Yes.
Keep hearing about it, man.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Yeah.
I've been playing Helldivers with my brother. And yeah, me and my brother have been playing video games for quite some time now. And when he pretty much pulled me over to the PlayStation side when it comes to gaming. So
Nice.
That's hard to do, man. I've been an Xbox guy for pretty much all my life. Well, actually, no, I started with PlayStation. I'm lying. PlayStation 2. Then I went to Xbox, and I haven't looked back.
Started with PlayStation 2?
Yes. PlayStation 2. Wow, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Now, do you have a group of friends that you play with? I know you said you play with your brother. Do you have like a group of friends that you've been playing with for a long time, or is it just you and your brothers?
Yeah, there's a group of us that constantly play. I think we met up like one time at E3, and yeah, we constantly play different games. I mean, Call of Duty is one huge one that we're always playing. Destiny. There's I'm trying to think what else. NBA as well.
You guys play? I'm so saying, you guys play any sports games?
Yeah, we play NBA from time to time. That's like our that's one of our. I don't know if you ever. I heard this. I read this quote on online. Is whenever I get tired of gaming, I switch to my backup game. So that's NBA for us. So,
All right, guys, time for 2K.
So real, man.
I'm tired of gaming. Let's go play NBA.
Wow.
You know, I really feel that, man. Damn. Because, like, whatever. I don't want to get into the weeds on this, but, like, it has been difficult for me because a game like Destiny is so mechanic heavy. There's so many layers to it that's, like, I don't necessarily want to learn a new game right now. You know, that's part of the reason why I've avoided, like, Helldivers, because I know myself, and it's like, if I like this, I'm going to just going to play this now. Like, and I'll just park it here for a bit. Because, like, when a game is good, a game is good. And, like, Helldivers is not a AAA game. Like, that was, like, just some indie publisher. And they've had incredible success. So, like, love when somebody does that. When somebody just comes in and says, hey, here's an original idea. Like, we're not going to, like, slice and dice you with microtransactions, you know? We're just going to give you a good game. Like, it's, you know,
it's fun. I like Destiny. The reason why I like Destiny is because you could just go to, like, if you want to play campaign, you could play campaign. If you want to play multiplayer, you could just switch to multiplayer. That's one thing that a lot of games don't have. So I really like playing Destiny.
Are you a GTA fan?
I play GTA. Yeah. GTA is another one.
That new one to come out.
Oh yeah.
I'm a simple guy. Once I find a game, I like to really get to know the game, really find a community. So I have my friends that I play with, and I just, all right, turn on the game, and that's when the game I'm playing. If I have another game, it might be Call of Duty, and I play sometimes with Shannon, but I would usually just stick with one game, and it could be like, yeah, but it's the same game. But I'm like, yeah, but that's the game that I enjoy playing.
Yeah. He's monogamous. With
it's
his
just
game.
when it goes to the game, it's like, I don't cheat on it. No, it's like
monogamous.
I sit with my Xbox. I've been playing 2K forever, and it's like, it's the same game. And I'm like, yeah, and it works. So I'm not going anywhere. So, like, for example, I hated this new 2K. So it was terrible. And there was this court that we always used to run by. It was like at the beach, but we never really pay attention. And then one of our boys, Frankie, was like, yo, let's just play here at the beach. So it was like a 3-on-3. We started playing there. Next thing you know, everybody, yo, let's go to the beach and play. So that was the thing all of a sudden. So after that, it was like we had this every night now. Let's go to the beach, guys. And we just started getting so competitive that.
Just play against each other.
Yeah. And that was it. But the thing is, like, it's the same game. But to us, it's like, yeah, we know that, but we know what we're going to expect.
Yeah,
Just, we know what we're doing. So it's like Rick said, rather than just let's try a new game and learn it, I'd rather just play this game that I know and just keep getting better at it, basically.
Yeah.
That's just the way I win a game, yeah.
But I feel like that connects back to building community.
Yeah.
Building community.
Hey, yeah.
A model.
That's one of Shannon's special features. On Shannon's trading card, it says special feature, builds
Building
community.
Yeah.
All I do.
It's in the fine print. I love it, man. I love it. So Creative Minds, you recently were, I don't know what building you were on top of, but you took a dope photo with the astronaut suit.
Yeah, so we were. Damn, what tower was that? I don't remember. The Kimbo Tower, maybe. I remember the name. I'm sorry.
Y'all had a smoke machine. Like, I mean, give me the backstory a little bit.
So someone brought a smoke machine, and we pretty much was like, "Hey, I'm gonna bring my astronaut suit with the seat in the background at night." Was the whole concept. So people just started bringing lights. They started bringing smoke machines.
Love it.
And yeah, it was just. We were supposed to only be there for 1 hour, and it turned out to be like 2.5 hours or so. But it was fun.
The joy of creativity is just like, we have this concept and let's just go figure it out.
I'm going to ask you a loaded question. Okay. It's open-ended because I think, well, let me just ask the question. What is creating content in 2024?
It's a tough one. I think creating content, I think it's more just to be yourself. You gotta find some sort of melody to be yourself and be different from others. So I think being yourself when you go out and pick up a camera, sing, whatever you do, dance, just be yourself, and I think you'll be fine down the road.
Does it feel weird to not share it for you? Like, where do you draw the line between a thing you want to share and a thing that you don't want to share?
I think, man, I don't know. I think when you asked that question, the only time I could think of was we're on the beach and we had like a crazy burn or sunset. And instead of taking my drone out, I just sat there and I was like, I'm taking this one in.
This is for you.
Yeah. So I think it's in the moment, really. Like if you're in the moment and you're enjoying yourself, you don't want to just deal with the struggle of setting up tripods and whatever, then just sit there and just enjoy that moment because it's worth it.
Yeah. I feel like personally, I've always, So you have the concept of like, okay, we're going to take a planned photo and this is a photo session and you're going to pose for these photos. Right. And then there's like the capturing the moments as they're happening in real time. And I feel like I've always enjoyed personally more the latter of just like, let's just exist. And hopefully someone captured that moment in a way that tells the story of that moment in a creative way, in a meaningful way, like whatever way that the artist captured it. Right. Like that to me is like, that speaks to me, like deeply, like to my soul. Right. Because I feel like that's part of the you, right? You're kind of applying your own filter, if you will, to what you're looking at. And then you captured it and you color graded it a certain way. You added whatever you added and you made it yours. Yeah. But then you get to share that with the person, like maybe the subject of your photo, you took a dope picture. I was like, oh, here, I took a picture, And then that person's like, awesome. Hopefully you did a good job.
Yeah.
Do you have like a space thing? I don't know is that like a theme? I've seen the astronaut guy in a couple of your photos and I'm like, I like that is it a continuous story? Is it just,
it's not really a story. I brought a suit over to one of the trips we took and that's it. And I kept the suit.
And that's it.
Yeah. Like I put it on, just to make silly videos.
It works,
while I'm editing or, just, hanging out. It's not really a story or anything like that, though.
Speaking of editing, let's spend some time there actually. And Shannon, feel free to chime in here because I think this is one of the things that often is, it's like the not sexy part of content creation. It's the part where you have to sit there and make the thing, right? And I think it's fun to be in the moment recording something, but then to turn around and then be like, all right, what do I make with the thing, right? Did you have a plan going into it? That certainly helps. But if you didn't, what do you do? Like, I mean, whatever, without going into the weeds, you are Adobe certified in visual design. Is that correct?
I am, yes.
So help me understand what that means for, again, layman terms here.
So you have to take a study guide and then a course that Adobe produces out. And it's like a simple test, but it does get like complicated at times at the end. Once you pass and they send you the email saying you passed, you're certified in these categories. And it just helps your resume overall, just in case, like if, for example, MGM doesn't work, I would love to take a step towards the creative side of stuff for a full-time job. If AIRFIG doesn't work, always having a plan B pretty much. And that's pretty much my plan B that I can now add that to my resume.
Yeah. Love that. Would you like, how obsessive do you get when you're editing? Like, it
gets bad. Yeah. It gets bad. I don't know, like 8 to 12 hours, just sitting there editing, fixing stuff. And yeah, it's bad. YouTube heavy, searching up stuff that you don't know, or you don't remember sometimes, right.
But, that's the part I hate. It's like, I know how to do, I forgot how to do this. And you got to watch a video real quick. Like, oh, okay.
I've learned so much. Cause like I think this is the beautiful thing, right? As you go through life, you pick up things along the way. And so like with editing, it's like, how do I do this for this particular project that I'm working on? And then once you learn that skill, now you can take that skill that you learned and kind of remix it and use it in new and different ways. And then you apply something else that you might learn later to like, so you kind of just continue to build your skill set and your like brushes. I think that's so interesting. I've learned a lot of random stuff, just like, how the hell do I do this? And let me watch some British guy explain this to me, like some rando on YouTube.
Yeah. Always Indian guys for the Photoshop videos.
Yo, they be capitalizing. They're like, what videos are not currently made yet? Because I'm making that video. SEO.
And they be having them nice and short, like a 1 minute. I'm like, yes, that's all I need. I don't need no fluff. Don't give me the fluff. Just give me prompts.
I like that YouTube, Google will now, like, if you do a search query for something like, I don't know, my toilet's clogged. How do I unclog my toilet? And it'll be like, this from here to here is where your answer is, right, in the video. And you just click play and it starts you from the time step. I'm like, thanks for cutting the intro out. Let's just get right to business.
Now that you mentioned that, have you guys used AI yet for like Google searches?
Bard?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
AI.
yeah,
Just you just search it. Yeah, like a lot of stuff now pops up in the AI.
Yeah,
they just compound everything. It just puts it right in front, so you
Yeah.
don't have to look at the videos anymore. Which I think it's a mistake on their end because YouTube is a part of Google, so it's like I don't know. But I find myself using Google. Just type it in, and then the AI literally just pops right under, and it tells you exactly what you need to know right there. Which I kind of go like I like that method instead of going into a 5-minute intro on a video.
Right. But no, it's been tremendously helpful. So I'm a nerd. I mean, you guys know this by now. I'm definitely a nerd, and I'm always trying new stuff. And my wife is like not a fan of like AI, ChatGPT. Like she's just not like down with how that's really kind of taken over so much of society. And so I forget. We were home the other day, and we went down like a weird religious rabbit hole. I forget exactly what the conversation was. I apologize, guys, but that's besides the point. The point is that ChatGPT was a third person in the conversation. And so as we were talking, I would be like, what do you think about this? What's your take on this? Boom. And it would have a response. And then we would kind of, okay. And then we'd have follow-up questions for it. It was fascinating, bro. Cause like, to your point, it's just aggregating the data and saying, okay, here's a rough approximation of like, bro, I mean, I'm gonna just real talk. One of your bios somewhere, I copy pasted it and I put it into ChatGPT and I said, break this down for me. And it literally was like, okay, his name is Jose, Springfield, Massachusetts. His passion is flying drones, perspective, enjoys showcasing the world from a different viewpoint. Photography, part-time photographer with aspiration to do it full-time. Like, it's just putting it all together. And I'm like, yeah,
it's not
nailed
wild.
it. It is
wild. That's wild.
It's crazy that we're here.
Yeah.
And like we're us normies are just seeing the surface of this stuff.
Beginning of it.
I can't imagine what they already have that they're not letting us have.
Yes.
Exactly.
They got stuff already.
That
They're
shit's
using
sick,
it.
bro.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine 20 years from now what the world's gonna look like, bro.
Everyone's gonna have Vision Pros.
It's gonna be the movie Surrogates with Bruce Willis, where basically you're just at home with a headset on. You don't even have to leave your house.
That's just trash.
It's crazy. You leave your house, but virtually.
Ugh.
Wild.
Ugh, that's
Yeah,
weird.
man.
I didn't want to think about that.
Ready Player One. Yeah, I mean, whatever, man. I like sci-fi, so
I'm gonna be out in the streets. I gotta be out in the open air.
thugging it out.
Be out in the open air.
Hey,
Be behind the screen. They gotta touch grass.
Bird.
kind of grass.
Regular.
Oh, just regular green grass. Noted. Thanks for dodging that question.
I do.
So you got married last year?
I did October. Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Damn, October. That's like not even a year.
Yeah. So funny.
Congratulations,
So,
man. Damn.
my buddy, right? He knows I love going to like New Hampshire, Vermont during that time period, and he was like, "Yeah, so getting married in October, you're never going out now." I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's your anniversary. Yeah, you're done. Don't even think about going alone without your family now." And I sat there. I was like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gave that up.
Here we go. Yeah.
You have to take her with you.
"Yeah,
Like, come with me. Don't mind me waking up at 3 a.m. to drive to this mountain.
climb up this mountain." Yeah.
You be hiking, man?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Up in New Hampshire, that's nothing but hikes. In order to get to the views, you're at least 45 minutes.
You be
walking.
getting some views, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
really
up
do.
there. It's
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah, I don't have that type of a commitment. To walk for 45 minutes, I'm out.
Yeah, it's brutal
The
sometimes.
mountains.
and the dark. There's a lot of people do is wake up in the morning and just park on the side of the road and just fly their drone up. You get the same thing, but I feel like just being in the photo makes it a little bit more dramatic. I don't know. It's just me. You could also capture somebody else that's doing it. They'll probably be upset though. You're flying a drone next to theirs, but I mean, whatever works, you know.
You are a licensed pilot, so they can suck it.
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned.
it.
Certified, bitch. Like I'm here working. All right, relax. Are you all right? So, I mean, dude, hiking in the dark. I think I started hiking. I feel like one time we did where it was like mad early. It was still dark out. And by the time we got to the summit, the sun was just starting to come out. It was mad early and it was cold. I think we went with Tim. We had pancakes.
Yes.
We had pancakes on top of the mountain. That was cool. That was some
That's
preparation. Awesome. Yeah, I remember this is going way back. Quick little side anecdote. We went hiking one day. We skipped breakfast. And typically when we'd go on hikes back in the day, we would stop for breakfast and then go on the hike. This particular hike, we just hit the mountain real early, but we didn't eat breakfast. And what I didn't tell the guys was that I had made like breakfast wraps, like egg, cheese, and sausage in like a fajita. And then I had put them in a bunch of aluminum foil. And then like I did my best to try to insulate it and I jammed it in my bag. And probably like, I don't know, 2/3 of the way up the mountain, like we're just like, you know, huffing and puffing. I just reached in my bag and I had these nice warm breakfast wraps. Amazing.
I mean, on the nick of time.
It's so satisfying when you can walk, like deliver a moment like that. It was great. It was great.
There's nothing like eating a meal where you're not supposed to, because that meal tastes way better. Like there was like McDonald's used to taste amazing when it was brought to me in school.
Extra special. It
was just like, this is amazing. So I can imagine how those wraps in that moment, like, man, these wraps are amazing.
Man. It was incredible. No, we had a good time, man. I haven't gone hiking as much after my this is not a great excuse, but is an excuse nonetheless. I had an back injury. It was a back injury that affected my leg last August. I still feel it a little bit, but I'm much better now. But took me out, man. Like I literally couldn't walk. Like I was crawling around my house like last year during August. It was terrible. It was right around the time of my anniversary, my wife too. So it was like,
oh no,
it was tough. Like it was tough. Like we went to the beach. Like we had this whole thing planned. We didn't cancel, you know. Shout out to my wife. Like she had to, hey, you gotta carry the stuff because I can't. It's all, you know. And I'm like, you know, church guy carrying multiple chairs, right? Like that's me. I'm gonna carry everything. Anyways, I digress. I'm better now, and I would like to go hiking. I just got to ease into it. It's been going for walks.
Yeah, download All Trails. All Trails have like
All Trails is fire. Yeah,
determines the how hard it is too, which is nice.
Yeah, moderate.
Yeah, easy for me.
Yeah, no elevation, please. Damn, what was I gonna say? There was one more thing that I wanted to ask you. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh, I guess we could land the plane with this. This one's another kind of loaded question. This is maybe I don't know. Feel free to explore the space here, I guess, is what I would invite you to do. So, what is something that you can do better than anyone else you know?
Something I can do better than anyone else?
Yeah.
Man, something.
Yeah, I mean, so like you can narrow it down to just creatively, right? If that would be helpful to narrow the scope.
Yeah, it's just super tough because I don't really like comparing myself with others.
How about in a vacuum? No one's listening. No one's gonna watch this anyway. Don't worry about it.
I think maybe just not. I don't know if this creatively, but not following the technical rules when it comes to like photography or videography or whatever. I think I push myself out of that category a little bit.
You like to color outside the lines a little bit?
Yeah.
I like that. Fuck the rules, man.
Yeah. My type of dude.
Yeah, man. Like, give me some grits, you know, give me some, dirty it up a little bit, you know, like I feel like things that are too polished sometimes can like, just, I don't know. There's like a certain level of like is this for me? Is this not for me? You know, I know it was kind of like a weighted question, but I was just curious, like, because I know, like, you, as far as I'm concerned, like, you are super talented. Like, your work speaks for itself. Like, your video footage is incredible. Your stills are great. I'll be watching, bro. I'll be watching.
Thank you.
You know, I'm a fan. You know,
Rick be on socials.
I'll be on there, bro.
Socializing.
Hey, man. You know, you got to chummy it up with the locals.
But you guys going to the Creative Minds or what?
I'll definitely be there.
Guys,
I'm going to.
I can't make it.
Oh,
Yep. But I'll stroll on by. Yep.
awesome.
Should be fun, man. I'm
It's
excited.
gonna be fun. Meet the rest of the people. You guys met John?
Yeah. John Dill. We had him on back in the other studio.
Cool. Yes.
We'll have to have him back on. But yeah, we still got. He actually, when he was here, he brought his Polaroid. Of course, he took photos of us. They're around here somewhere.
Yeah, good guy. Great guy.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love it, man. Damn. I guess the last thing I'll ask you is, how's it been with those Ray-Ban Meta glasses?
It's been good, man.
I'm highly tempted, dude. I am highly
It's
tempted.
good. So it has pros and cons, right? The pros is it's hand free. Like you can literally just record without setting up a tripod. The cons though, it's pretty heavy. So it's like you only have a minute to record. It only does 1080p. It's very limited when it comes to like the AI searches and so whatever. If you're gonna ask it questions, they are improving on it, but you just gotta take that in consideration. Like a lot of people don't like the fact that it only records 1 minute.
That's definitely on purpose. But I mean, it's just I get it. It's kind of like here's the product,
right?
But we're not gonna give you everything, so it's gonna be like. So I get it, but yeah, that's cool though.
Room for improvement.
Yeah,
you would say.
Yeah.
And the next iteration, now 90 seconds. Of
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like it's the same shit, but hey, did it with 2K, it works, so I can't complain.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, it's pros and cons. But I use it for more just the recording behind the scenes stuff because that's where I'm lacking with a lot of my stuff. So I end up, and they're not mine either. They're MGMs. they end up giving me.
They're
but
yours.
if they happen to like take it back for whatever reason they needed it, then I'll end up like going out and buying one because it's just so super helpful when it comes to like recording hands free and stuff.
Dude, I love it. I love it. I mean, I think they're really tastefully done. You really can barely tell that there's cameras there, honestly. I mean, considering like if you go back a couple years, like when Snapchat had the spectacles, they were chunkier. They were definitely, you could visibly see the cameras. They were a little bit bigger, or even further back with Google Glass, which was terrible.
Oh, terrible.
Yes.
I mean, man,
So bad.
can you imagine walking around with that thing just trying to look normal? But here we are, full circle, with people walking around with Apple Visions, and everybody's fine with it. No one has a problem all of a sudden.
Apple.
Oh, yeah. It's socially acceptable. Yep. I guess I can wear it.
Is it socially acceptable though?
Bluetooth was not socially acceptable until AirPods, and then it was totally cool. So I feel like same thing. Like, I mean,
Bluetooth wasn't socially acceptable?
Bluetooth guy. Just the one earpiece with the little.
Man, I used to be Bluetooth guy.
You also
God,
used to
I
work for
hated
AT&T though.
Yeah.
But
I still think even if I wasn't, I would.
Did you wear tight pants because you were Latino?
I'm not Dominican.
Stereotype. Okay, so that's
Yikes.
Well, you should describe as an official like Dominican outfit, tight pants with the.
We
with
love
the
our
Bluetooth.
Dominican brothers. And
Oh, we
sisters
do,
out
but
there.
they know what we talking about. They know
No
exactly what
shots
we're talking
fired.
about.
No shots
You
fired.
know, come on, man. We're not standing on ceremony. Like we know.
Wow.
Come on.
I love this. It's probably a good place to call it a night. Fake, thanks so much for spending time with us, man. Appreciate you spending time, man. It's been great getting to know you. So plug, where can people find you, man?
I'm on Instagram, AIRFIG. But yeah, that's pretty much the only social I've been using recently. So
yeah, I mean, you got Facebook.
Yeah.
What else is out there? People use Vero still,
I don't know.
or Visco.
What about the Truth Network? Is that what it's
What?
called? Is that what it's called? Whatever Trump's social media is.
Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us on the couch. It's been real. Once again, AIRFIG, I'll make sure to have his socials linked in the description. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button for us. It really would help us out.
Springfield Knights.
Wow.
Damn.
Throwback.
Is that the sultry voice? No.
Should have.
Shannon, X. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.